It's been far too long since we talked about Mother 3. It's a game I like quite a bit, full of ideas that I think are interesting and executed pretty well. However, none of the things I like about it are what's most known about it. Most people know of Mother 3 solely because it's a game that was never localized in spite of its quality. People have been clamoring for an official localization for a long time, even though there's a perfectly fine fan translation that exists. Today, I want to look at why Mother 3 never being localized secretly works in favor of the game's artistic messaging. Yes, really. Now, before we begin, I want to make it clear that I am not against the official localization of Mother 3. As a matter of fact, it interests me a lot. I'd love to see what Nintendo of America would do with the game's script, even if it might end up being worse than what we have already. I love seeing different interpretations of the art that I love. With that being said, I both don't ever see it happening, and don't really see it as that big of a deal in the first place. Mother 3 already has a full translation for you to play through. Mother 3 is about a small commune being destroyed by capitalism. It's pretty heavy-handed in this regard. The main villain, Porky, introduces currency and commerce to a small happy village without hierarchy or class, and you see it get torn into and corrupted. The people grow cold and distant and consumerist and value their possessions more than their relationships. Animals are twisted and distorted into abominations, and families are completely broken apart. But despite all this, and the horrors of capitalism in general, love still lives on through the people you meet along your journey. Salsa's love for his girlfriend allows him to escape captivity. Duster's love for his friends is what empowers him to give up the fun life he leads as a member of a band. Flint's love for Klaus is the only thing that propels him to continue living in a world where his family is shattered. Lucas's love for his family is the only thing that's keeping him going through to the end of the game. The final boss is defeated with kindness. Lucas can't even bring himself to hurt what he knows is his brother being controlled, and you just take damage until he can't fight you anymore. Love wins out over the effects of capitalism. It's what breaks Klaus out of his mind control. It's the whole ethos of the game. Unfortunately, capitalism is also the system that we live in. The unlocalized status of Mother 3 is a direct result of that. It will never be translated because Nintendo doesn't think it would be a profitable move for them. Even though I've stated before that I think that's fine, it really sucks that art is so governed by profit motive in our society. But just like Mother 3 itself, love ended up winning. A bunch of people not motivated by profit or anything came together to translate the game that they enjoyed. Instead of just letting it sit out to die, Mother 3 was so loved that it was able to defeat the horrors of capitalism. It's poetic. Against all odds, love won. Mother 3 proved itself right, and not a lot of games can say that. It is a huge shame that we will probably never see an official Western translation of Mother 3. I do wish that we would know how that would end up looking. But I can't say that I'm too disappointed. After all, we have a perfectly fine fan translation right here, one that tells us everything we need to know about Mother 3. Love triumphs. This has been Arcade Everlasting, who has way too many videos about Mother 3, signing off. Thank you for watching.